Hey, good morning, church family. I'm so glad that you're joining us for our first digital gathering. And I know that this is something new that we've never tried before. And so, as we're preparing our hearts and minds for worship this morning, I thought it might just be helpful to sort of frame up what we're doing today and why we're doing it. And we also think it's important to remember what we have on a regular basis. And the truth is, we are so privileged to have a building, to have a sound system and projectors and instruments and a band that regularly leads us in worship through song on Sunday. But worship is so much more than that. And if you've been following Jesus for a while, you know this to be true because you've experienced it. But the truth is, Scripture gives us plenty of examples of worshiping God through song and through proclaiming with our lips His majesty, giving Him glory. But God is so creative, and in His creativity, He's given us so many different ways to worship Him. And we've said it before on Sundays, but really to worship is just to posture our hearts in a position of awe and adoration before God. We give Him our attention and affection through worship. So that's what we're going to do this morning. And I would just invite you to expand your box for what an encounter with Jesus might look like. That being said, if you feel most comfortable connecting to God through singing worship, you'll see on your worship guide a link for a Spotify playlist. Feel free to click on that and use a few of those songs in your time of worship this morning. You can listen to them or sing along in your living room. But if you feel open to it, I would just encourage you to step out of your comfort zone and try one of these other practices that are listed there. They're really simple. All it takes is really just an openness in your heart. And I know that trying new things can feel overwhelming sometimes. So just remember that there's no right way to do this. You can't mess up, because God is pleased when His children seek Him, no matter what form or fashion it may be in. So whether you're sitting there on your own this morning by yourself, or with a spouse, or even if there's a crying baby in the background or spilled cereal all over the table or something, just remember that God is present there with you, and that I believe He wants to encourage all our hearts this morning exactly where we are. So blessings on your time of worship.